Ciao ragazzi, benvenuti a una nuova puntata di Edhonist TV. Stasera siamo qui con il nostro ospite Daniel Sanchez. Hi Daniel, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you some questions. The first is, how is born the idea of Bla Bla?
Bla Bla is almost, I think, now 8-9 years, but we started with a label in 2009. So last year was 5 years, so we celebrated with a tour worldwide. But before we were doing the club nights in Studio 80 in Amsterdam, we started there. Before we were doing some like illegal parties, we started with that. And yeah, we were growing, and then we had the monthly club night. And after a few years, I thought, I need a label, a platform for people to bring the music out and to motivate also the younger talented producers. And yeah, we are now almost 6 years later, you know.
Okay, and which are your favorite Italian producers and DJs?
That's difficult to say because there are a lot of good Italian producers and DJs, and what I like from Italy is that you guys have a lot of clubs, a lot of kind of different techno styles. I see Italian people all over the world. They come to the good parties, you know, so they are everywhere. So they're really dedicated to techno music, and but as a DJ and my favorite DJ and producers, it's difficult to say for me because it's everything is going so fast, you know, and every year you get new producers. But the main thing for me is I work for a long time with Italian producers or DJs when we book them on our parties or we release them on Bla Bla Music. So we are well connected with the Italian scene, but yeah, it's difficult for me to say. Of course, you have some really important producers, DJs from Italy from the past, from the 90s, who are a role model, like Marco Carola. You know, they are really important for the Italian techno scene. So when I was young, I was already going to parties to watch him. So he's also one of my favorites. But for now, in this period, yeah, I think there are too much good producers and DJs. Yeah.
Do you prefer festival gigs or small club sessions?
That's difficult to say because in some countries the weather is really nice, so you prefer to play outside, so on a festival. And some countries they really have a club scene, and a lot of times you feel the vibe in the club. That sometimes it's better to play in a club in some countries, or a period of the year, you know. Like now, it's super cold here, so it's you know what I mean. So yeah, I prefer both, but I also like small festivals, you know, and I like festivals who are really dedicated to kind of sound, and what you see in the smaller festivals, if they have like 2,000-3,000 people. You see more the people who really come for the music and for you as artists, and the big festivals are also great to play, and yeah, and the clubs of course also. So we are planning now to do a club tour, you know, just for maximum 300 people, and it's just to get that kind of vibe, you know, what you don't have on bigger events, you know.
And the last one, what are your hobbies in your free time?
I like football, of course. So when I'm free, I try to go to the football game in the stadium. But if I'm not home, yeah, of course, making music. So I do that for a long time. But yeah, it changed sometimes, you know. But lately I'm watching a lot of series on television on my laptop, you know, when I'm touring. But yeah, what I say, I really, yeah, if I'm not doing anything with music, I think it's football, yeah.